Well, hello, all you muffin people. Happy Tuesday, happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody? How the hell is everybody? It is time for us to play some more of Who Killed Whom, with what and where. That is what time it is. I decided I need to jump on here, get a quick stream done, the next part of our little game, because I have an art class tomorrow night, and I am trying to get an appointment to have a tooth removed that hates me. This tooth has hated me for about 8 months, and I'm trying to get it taken out sooner than later. So, depending on what day that is, I probably won't be streaming that day either, so I will let everybody know as soon as I found out. Waka waka waka. I love the Muppet Show. 80s, an 80s kid. Love it. Love it. Love everything about it. How are you, Dowler? How's it going? How are things hanging? We're going to jump into the game because I was getting things and stuff done today. Stayed late at work. Well, later than normal because I'm trying to finish a project for them. I'm running a little behind today, but we'll get there. We will get there. I do love the very simple. It's simple. Ah, Taylor, you're so sweet. Oh my God, tier 1. They've subscribed for 10 months. You're crazy. Cocaine ragamuffins. You know, my speech thingy's supposed to be on and I didn't hear it. Cocaine ragamuffins. Know it. I love this very simple soundtrack. I love it. I will have a great stream. Thank you, Joe. And you go have a great lurk. Lurking is good. I lurk a lot. I'm usually doing all sorts of stuff. So half the time, if I hear my name, I'm like, what? Huh? What's going on? I'll tell you guys one thing. Joker has been writing for a couple days now, nonstop. Press teacher. It's F for flashlight in this game. F for flashlight ball. And I forget that I have it on. Thank God this is not a game where you have to go hunt for batteries, because I've had the damn flashlight on pretty much the entire time. Even walking down the street in broad daylight, I've got the flashlight on. Don't know why. Just, habit. Forget about it. Walk inside and I'm like, wait, do I have the flashlight on? I turn it on and it's pitch black because it's turned off. All right. We logged out. This is the study room, right? Now, what I was thinking of doing was going to Bernard's house and seeing what other clues we can. Oh, what now? I need an item. Oh, look at this, guys. We found something else. What are we missing? Oh. Oh. What? Huh? What now? Were we supposed to actually read that book and find out something about it? Dude, it makes a good it makes a good tune here. Oh God. Volume 10. Any clues here, guys? Volume 10. We have to put volume 10 in, and then it does something. But I'm sure we need to have a number. We need to have a number, because then we can pick out the number using the volume numbers on the spine. Alright, we need a picture of this. Okay, this is in the study. Somebody remember that. I need to figure out what the order is in the study. It just does look like this should open. Something in here should open. Because isn't this like a weird space? It's just... It looks like something else should be here. Alright, so we've got a hidden room going on here. Or maybe secret passages or tunnels. And this is a big-ass house. Alright, the game plan today is to... pull up our photographs and find out where Bernard lives. That's Derek. That's not Bernard. That's Derek. We have two. Get Bernard up. I think Bernard, we took that picture earlier. Oh, Bernard! Oh, no, that's the private investigator. All right. Jelly Bean and Bitsy, you do not know where Bernard lives, so hush. Okay, I know we took a damn picture of it. Where has it gone? Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's look in our journal. I know we have it. I know it's in here. There we go. Bernard. 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay, I believe we have his key, so we're going to go find 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. After we figure out how the hell to get out of the house. Oh, look, door. Wide open. How convenient is that? 42. Hey, Pam. Now, don't say that, because then I'm going to get confused and be like, what the fuck was the house number again? Was it 42? I can't remember. I got to figure out why my text-to-speech didn't say something. That sucks. I always like to hear that thing try to say words, because it's like, ragamuffins? I mean, it doesn't know how to talk. It's just like, what now? Jelly Bean, nobody asked you. You're being very uppity. Hush now. All right, here we go. Going very fast. Okay, 31 Silver Lake. What if we cut through here? Let's be crazy. We can find it. Where the fuck are we now? Like a... We gotta find a street sign. Town Center and Black Pine Road. Town Center, Black Pine Road. We need to cut over... What now? What now? Huh? Okay. Okay. We're heading towards the end. We have to cut over to the other side of town to get to Silver Lake. Running, 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 running. Over one more, I think. I think. God, we need an Uber service here. Okay, game, stop stuttering on me. Okay, yeah, we're going the wrong way. Oh god, now we're freezing up. Okay, now we gotta go this way on it. Because it's not in the cemetery. Okay, what numbers are we at here? 14. On the right? Alright. Maybe? Guess we should have gone out of the front of the mansion. Here we are like, oh, we're making a shortcut. Nope. Made it longer because we're smart. $28? Ah, 31. Right, which one was Bernard's key? Yeah, here we go. All right, Bernard. You know I already think you're guilty before proven innocent. I'm gonna throw that out there. Oh, you just look like something's up. Yeah, not yet. As far as I know, Bernard is still alive. No drawers and anything? Boxes? Got a toilet plunger. Or mirror does not open. Mop bucket. Look at that, you got some drugs. Bought you some druggy bottles. Let's see what you got. pick them up. Cannot pick them up. Sucks. Close these. Let's see. Nope. Well, we know there are some prescription bottles in here. Maybe we'll find some more laying around. Oh, like I said. He has a lot of pills. Fortunately, though, he has toilet paper, too. Probably taken from his place of work, right? So, shelves. Kind of weird shelves to have in here. How come all the, like, towels just look like dinner napkins? A little odd. Alright, so we cannot pick up the pill bottles. So, maybe there's some in the bedroom or something on the bedside table? Okay. Trash, empty wine bottles, imagine that. Like preserves or something. A knife. Very scratched up. That doesn't really mean anything. Clock, is it? A couple minutes till 2. See, nothing else in here opens. Pitcher. Cups. I'm gonna assume he probably wasn't here much because he was always over at the sitting room. Always over at the kitchen working. A knife is missing from this case. Yes, yes it is. Hey, Bernard. Where did you put the missing knife, huh? What do we got in here? What the hell is that? Oh, guns. He has gun cases, axes. Good God, look at how scratched up that is. Oh, and the glass is broken. The extra display cabinet has been shattered. Doesn't it look like someone like went to town on the back of this? I hate it when you hear window error sound in a stream. Always gets me. I know, right? It was a alert popping up, and I have that stuff turned off in streamer mode, so I don't know what the hell it's doing. It's annoying me. I'd like jump up. I feel like there's something on top of this bookcase. I guess maybe it's just the base of the bookend. Alrighty. A display of military badges. That says something, we can't read it. No, like, letter in the fireplace. Random picture. He likes his guns and his weapons. Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story. A weird thing to have on a display in your house. He write it? I don't see an author's name. Story of a young woman who came from a humble beginning and became the most respected and loved person in the town of Paynes Creek. Huh. Wonder if he wrote it. Well, he's got a lot of weapons. Nothing, like, super obvious, except someone has broken this because they couldn't unlock it, apparently. You get an axe. Yeah, Bacon, actually, we played... Not walking to the door. Joker and I played last night. We survived for over 90 minutes. Then he died. It was me on my own, and it was so dark, and it was just crazy. So, yeah. I lasted another 30 seconds after that. But it was fun. I can only do one of those games at a damn time, though. On the ground. Dart for dartboard. I don't see a dartboard anywhere around here. I have a dartboard in his office. Another damn code. Where are all these freaking codes for these locks? I mean, come on now. I don't see a diary. I don't have a key to unlock the other room. Open. Open back up. Open. AOL password. AOL? Oh, this is the 90s. That's right. Maybe you should have asked for the key. Hi, you're so funny. Study room locked desk hint. Subtract the yellow dart points from the red dart's points. Oh, God, no. Aunt Cecilia's apartment code. Okay, we need to take a picture of this. Okay, so does he have a computer in here? Oh, hello, game. There we go. I don't. Yeah, maybe there's one at work, but I didn't see one. Okay, so we now have. We have to do math. Oh God, we have to do math. The study room. That's where we were, and there's a. I don't remember the desk locked in there, but I wouldn't be surprised. All right. This is 2.5 years before she got killed. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years she decided to leave the village. Today I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all of this very unsettling. Derek didn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. Well, he had a crush on her daughter. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. So something's going on between Vivian and Scott. It makes her uncomfortable, and she wants him gone. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves, too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? I saw Scott and Tricia today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? Oh, who's Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type then? Vivian crossed out. I don't know who. Oh. So it looks like Bernard, the head butler, might have had a little something for Vivian, his employer. Interesting. Now I wonder. Can I pick that up? Nope. Okay, there aren't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh God, did we take a picture of the rules? Did we? Did or not? Where did we see how to score darts? Was that at the N? Bad puns are great. Yeah. No. Alright. Somewhere I had a dartboard and it had the rules of how to score. I think it might have been the N. And I thought I took a picture of it. But it's looking like I didn't. Stop We need to figure out. Okay, it said study room locked desk can't. Subtract the yellow dart points from the red dart's total. Okay, so the red dart's total. What's a bullseye? What's a bullseye worth? Does anyone know? The yellow points would be 9? Is that right? Or do we have to multiply them? And that would be 20 plus whatever the bullseye is minus 9. Track the yellow dart's points. Red dart's total. Why would one be say points and why wouldn't it say subtract the yellow dart total from the red dart total? But then it's a 4-digit code also. I don't know where we'd use this AOL password. And do we have a Cecilia anywhere? I don't remember hearing anything about a Cecilia. Alright, the yellow darts. Okay, so we're going to have to go and find out. Okay, let's take a picture of this. And there was one on the floor. I guess that doesn't really matter. That'll let us know where the stuff was on the board so we can do the math. Open the damn desk. And code on here? No. Just the key. Can't code. Punch anything in. We've got a locked bedroom on the upstairs floor of this house that we can't get into yet. I think we have the key to the hunting cabin, so we can head over there too. Alright, so we need to get the code for the desk, which might have the key to that room. There's nothing to pick up back there. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's go find the cabin and see if this key works to open it. I need loading music. Alright. Where are we? We are over here, and sure the playground was over there. And then we need to stop by the inn also. I think that's where the dartboard was. I'm hoping that's where the dartboard was. Get through here. Gone too far. There are 2 other cars in this town. For some odd reason, they're just here. We haven't seen another person yet. That's just a little odd. Beep beep. Alright, let's see if we can find a dartboard with the directions in here. Otherwise, I cannot remember where the hell it was. That sucks. Alright. Ding ding! Yup, there it is. Alright. Okay. Okay. Single scores. The outer ring counts as double the normal score. The outer bull scores 25 points. Inner bowl scores 50. Okay, I was right about that. I thought that was 50. Okay, I gotta do math. Let me get a piece of paper. Got math time. Stop the stream. I gotta do math. 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 All right. Scrap paper. Gotcha. All right. So we had 1 in the inner, which is 50. And then we had 1 single scores. Any dart landing in the non-ringed area scores the number shown at the outside of that segment. All right, so anything not here and not here. All right. So we had, okay, we got to see. Okay, so that is 2. 7 and 2. So the yellow is 9. Okay, and then we have a red in that part. So the triple ring. The inner ring counts as triple the normal score. Alright, so that would be 60. 20 times 3? 60. So 110 for the red and 9 for the yellow. Subtract. Study room lock desk hint. Subtract the yellow darts, which is 9. From the red darts total. So 101. Would it be 0101? Maybe? Alright. Someone check my math. Anything else we need to check on while we're here? Okay. I don't understand what this has to do with anything. So far, the flyers have all kind of pertained to something. Like, this is the thing we found on the bar at the manor that was about the coal miners. I haven't even been in the cafe. I don't think you can get in there. But the church, I mean, church was weird. Barbershop, I don't know anything about. I haven't seen it. But we had this. Nope, not you. Taught us how to use the Slim Jim to get into the car, which we did. So what does this have to do with anything? Roberts Relief Foundation. Oh, that's the Roberts. Vivian Roberts. Okay. Dorothy's Famous Pies. Dorothy was the head maid at the mansion. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Documents for in guests go in its respective slots. Already been there. Where that weird stuff was scribbled on the wall. It's coming for us. And though I had these room keys, they didn't unlock anything. Stephen Clancy. None of these names really ring a bell. Okay. And I don't know where to get his key.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Okay, well, Patterson. There's no one in this damn town, so where's Mrs. Patterson? And then we have to go over to Hunting Lodge. I'm assuming she's left it with a note somewhere for people. So let's go, now that we think we have the darts figured out. Let's go find the hunting cabin, because I believe we have the key. I wish they'd actually put a few characters in this game. I mean, I guess it's interesting to develop characters without them actually being here. It's kind of interesting, but I still would have liked to have been able to talk to some people. I think we have to go all the way over to find the park. And that little kid, he was found missing. Or he wasn't found. He was missing from the park. Park has seen better days. Anything laying around. No alcohol, no drugs, no smoking, no weapons. Okay, well, I don't know that I have any of those on me. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, game. Don't freeze up on me. Like, oh no, something's blowing. Look how pretty the river is. What a pretty little town. Still think that missing kid's down the well. Andrew at the hospital. Andrew is deceased. The hospital for missing tools. There goes nothing. Looks like a cabin. Got our creepy piano music back. Okay, we think Scott lived here. Okay, that had a cross on it. That's probably a key for something in the church. Maybe the room upstairs that was locked? That's just a plain. Oh, diary time. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous not because it was my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. It turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. But then it's 4 months later. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I am not rich or because I am an orphan? He doesn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. We quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I am so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Do you know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. Huh. Well, I wonder if he took Scott. Trying to think. Vivian was old enough to be Scott's mother or something. Like she had the boy. She gave him up because her husband and his mother were like psycho because they wanted her to have a son, take over the name and carry on the lineage and all that. Because for some reason she's really nervous around Scott all the time. And he gets along with Charles really well. Maybe there's more of a connection than we know? Huh? What do you think? All right, Saturday, July 31st. In the past week, it's become more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I've realized that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. You're very frustrated, Scott. I moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I am willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way the mansion garden can still be well maintained even when Andrew cannot make it. They had sex and that made it awkward. Yeah, I don't know if it was that. I don't think. I was wondering at first if there was a connection with that bacon, but Scott was really into her daughter, Trisha. So I was wondering if she forbid that because they were actually related. They're only like 2 years apart. And she was born 83. She was born and should have been born around 73. So he could have been born first? I don't know. It's been a month since Charles gave me the cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. Of all the names, I think I only recognize Magdalene. I can't remember where I heard that name before. I think Magdalene is Charles's mother. Take a picture of that. I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Paynes Creek. How? If I was born in Paynes Creek, there must be records of me in the hospital, but I've checked. There's none. See? He's from Paynes Creek. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. Andrew's drunk again. That's the 5th time I had to bring him home and then cover for his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? Sophia is the maid that was being, like, sexually harassed, I guess, by everyone that came by back in the early 70s. So, Sophia is deceased. And we know Andrew lives in the house where the stuff on the back of the door was. We took a picture of it. She is coming for us. I wonder if Andrew drinks because he had something to do with her death. Phone service. Not like this town. Up 2 keys. That one says it's more for chests and boxes. I think that one's for that church room. We'll have to go back to the church with our key. Alright, so we have a door that won't open in here, which looks like the bedroom. Pill bottle. We can't figure out what the hell is in them. It's just a little cabin. Cleaning supplies. That's the same kind of knife that Bernard had. We know that both Trisha and Scott are deceased. Knife has a dull blade. Pretty much the same type that Bernard had. It's flower. Flower. Why would there be something out for outside up there? Got the keys from there. Books we can touch. Master Carpentry. Jackson. Okay, carpentry. So he was interested in carpentry. He'd have some tools or something, right? Isn't there a back patio? There's not a door to it? Go check. Maybe Scott and the husband had a thing. Maybe, but when it said that he was born in Paynes Creek, I'm like, him. Okay, I see a door here. Door. All right, game consistencies. Oh, nope, that's the door. It is blocked off. I thought it was a window. Furniture on its side. I mean, I know they're moving, but that's kind of odd. Interesting. All right. Let's make our way over to the church and see if the room that goes up to the attic is opened by that key. Maybe Scott found out something he shouldn't have. Well, that's what I'm wondering too. Well, he and Trisha are both dead. The doctor, who was embezzling money, is dead. Sophia, dead. Vivian's dead. I didn't see anything for Charles being deceased. So I'm assuming he's still with us. But Trisha and Scott died very close to her 21st birthday. No, it's gotta be this way. That's not it. Well, we gotta go over one more. Okay. Mansion's that way. Please be a cult. I guess you like cults, huh? Is that what you're telling us? Truth shall set you free. I think there's a lot of truth here, and it will set us free, but we still need to figure out a lot of stuff. And Bernard's aunt, I've never even heard her name before in game. But we have her apartment passcode. Alright, so we're gonna go upstairs. Check out the room. Wait a minute, we picked up a key with a chest. Aha! Alright, we have some toys. We have another key. Key to a basement. St. Patrick Orphanage, February 1994. Before he died? I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be a St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Paynes Creek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed and that whatever was left was to be given to the orphanage. I would be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Paynes Creek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. Diary. It's the rest of his diary. Why it's in here, I don't understand. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Wanda is the lady that passed away from cancer, and she was Derek's mother? I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I'd heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Oh, God, what a douchebag! Shortly after, she left Paynes Creek. No one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. Oh, that girl be dead. She ain't alive. Alright, so that's the affair. While she was hospitalized because she couldn't have another child, he decided to shack it up. My baby boy. A blanket with moon, stars, and baby boy text at the corner. 1973. So she found out the affair and kept the pregnancy from her husband? Pick up the... Plot thickens. Oh. I think we have the basement key, too. Maybe not. No keyhole. Maybe we have to go around the back of the church? The flashlight's on. Didn't even know it was on. You don't know what this code is. Y'all think about that, let me know. We tried all these combinations. Let's try 2417. Okay, well, we tried. 217. I've tried 1993. I tried 0993. Hey, Thander, how are you? How's your day going? Already gone through all that. We have a lock in here, too, that we don't know how to get into. Yes. It's got calendar dates also. A 12, a 7, and a 22. Oh, it's 95. Father Matthew and Scott. Or could Father Matthew have been the father, but since he's a priest, he wasn't allowed to have those type of relations, so he had to give his son to the orphanage, who he adopted back later to make it look like it wasn't his son. Yeah, Suki. Alright, who the hell's room is this? Living over a church would be a little creepy. This must be Father Matthew's diary. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. The missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't received any help yet. I feel frustrated. What can I do? When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I'd be willing to stay for 6 months. The Father Calvin sent him. It would be a good training for me. He said I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I'll extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I'm not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I'll let Father Calvin know about my decision. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. This isn't 75. I'll miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Paynes Creek. How can that be? Maybe he's Sophia's daughter. Sophia's son. They had the affair. Sophia got pregnant, had the baby. Charles doesn't know. Scott has a relationship with Charles, but Vivian knows, and that's what makes her not like Charles or not like Scott, and Charles is Scott's dad, who's also Trish's dad. So that's an option too. Last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Paynes Creek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that need to be focused on. If Sophia and I were meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time to move on with my life. Oh, so is he having a relationship with her? Oh, so many options now. So either the priest or Charles is the daddy. Mallion Associates, Attorney at Law. Dear Mr. Brooks, we've evaluated your case and accepted the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release, considering the sensitivity of the situation. We urge you not make any public statements without consulting us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son, medical records, transcript receipts, and transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We'll be in contact within the next few days. Donation from the Roberts family. Payment for church maintenance. Check from car dealership. Sunday tithing. Hosting committee potluck. First payment for Scott's lawyers. Sunday tithing. Fixing. Cemetery maintenance. Tithing. Scott's lawyers. Pilgrimage traveling fee. Youth program finance. Nothing too weird about that. I mean, the donation could be a, donation to the church, or it could be a donation towards his lawyer fees. But wait a minute. She didn't. Hold the phone. August 6th, 1995. August 8th, 1995. Okay, so 2 days after she died, her husband must have donated $1,000. I was thinking she died in 96, and I was like, wait a minute. So, 95. Okay, so 95. August 6th, 1995. I wonder if the birth date of Scott is a key for something. He doesn't talk about Scott in here, though. Have Scott's info in that. Scott's not listed in this thing. Or if we knew what Scott's birthday was, then we could use that as a code to get in. Find Scott's diary in the... Yes. Maybe the day he... April 6th, 85. Let's do 4/6/85. Damn. Thought we had something going there? No. Alright. That's the day he adopted him, so I was hoping. Attic. Okay, I haven't found an attic here yet. We had the downstairs, and then we had his bedroom. And my birthday. Not seeing anything. Damn it. Thought we had something. Thought we had something. Alright. We're also thinking... that might pull out or something. Alright, so if I were an attic, where would I be? Church. I'm gonna assume the attic might be in the mansion? Because we've got Scott's bedroom, father's bedroom, like a study office. don't see anything in here that would be a code. Alright, so either Charles or the pastor or his dad. I'm gonna assume since he was gone for a year, she left then, that Charles is his father. So we know the mansion has an attic, but I'm not seeing the church have an attic. Let's go see if we can walk around the back side. And, that door is... Whatever this is, we can't get in. Confessional. That might be the key to the other room in the cabin, maybe? Because it kind of looks rustic like the cabin key did. And it's Scott's, so I'm going to assume maybe that's what that is. Okay, so I'm not seeing that there's an attic or anything here. Creaky old doors. Lord. Alright, let's go around the back of the church. See if we can get around to the back of the church. You saw an unlock on those boxes? Yeah, I didn't have any keys or anything that would work for them. Okay, so there's a door that goes out back of this building. This door was blocked. Blocked by those boxes on the inside. Now there was a... Go towards the back of the cemetery? Damn it. Alright, well we cannot get in here yet, but the back of the church has a door. Wondering if we can get... No, I don't see any entrance through that wall. Yeah. It didn't like have a keyhole. And it looked like it had numbers, but when you clicked on it, it didn't give you, you know, the thing where you can pop, that pops up where you can change numbers. And whose car is this? I mean, it's been sitting here. That's kind of useless. Can't open the trunk. Can't open the back doors. Everyone has the same car here too. Just in different colors. They're all in very bad condition. Alright, so we have the key. Let's go see if the cabin, the locked room in the cabin opens with this key. Let us go see, shall we? And if my math is right, it only gives us a 3-digit number, so that's kind of disturbing for the unlock of Bernard's desk. Did it correctly. There have been 2 stories of children lost on this playground. And the one little girl got returned, and she gave a description of Sophia. This is who we think Sophia is. Because it said that she was center of it all. Andrew did something. He was involved somehow. Or maybe he took the baby and gave the baby to the orphanage. And he knows what's going on. And he drank and drugged himself to death. That's an option. Oh, suke. Can we not get down here? Oh, okay, yes. Bedroom in this place? Like a laundry room. Another diary. He likes diaries. That's good. Monday the 14th. This is a year before they died. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. It must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I had hoped that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. He was hospitalized. We'll have to see how close to this date, April 19th, 1994, that he was hospitalized. September. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later, and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of ER and is recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. That's Scott. That right there. That child, that's Scott. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Paynes Creek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. Oh, is that the well over by the cabin? She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. His name's not Vincent. Later. June 26th, 1975. 75, 85, 95. That's about the right age. That's about the right age. I think I'm right. I think Scott is Sophia, Charles's son. So he and Trisha are half brother and sister. Am I right or am I right? Okay. Let us go back to Bernard's. We're going to check the code on his desk and see if that works. And if not, I'm going to pull my hair out because that's all the math I can do today. But here's the well. This is the only well I have ever heard of or seen in this game so far. And Dr. Johnson's mysteriously dead. They found him dead in the bottom of the lake with his car, in his car. So that right there is suspicious as well. Scott shows up, confronts Vivian. I just don't think he killed her, though. Let's see. Bernard's place. Where's Uber when you need it? Walnut. Oliver's photography, which we don't have the key to get into. Going towards the mansion. Down the alleyway. He didn't live far from work, did he? Alright, let's go try. Let's go check it out. I don't have a key for that, so I'm hoping it's in the desk drawer. Ah! Okay, this is the, I assume. Stop hitting the wrong button. This might not be the right study. There might be another study. Study room, locked descant. Subtract the yellow darts points, red darts total. We took the picture of how to do that right here, and then we took a picture, but we don't know. There is one laying on the ground. Look, guys, there's a hole there, isn't there? The hole in the 6. And that is a red dart. So that would be 166. Try it. Ah! All right. Red dart on the ground. See a hole here, but we see a hole there too. See a bunch of holes. Damn it. Obvious hole though, right there. Singles. Yellow dart subtracted from the red darts total. Red darts total 50 for being in the center. Times 3, so 20, so 110. So if it's 110 minus 9, it's 101. Tried it, doesn't work. Unless it's 1010. If the red dart fell out of the board and is on the ground, it is 110 plus 6. 16? 107? Nope. All right. I don't know. Is this working now? What do you mean, the game? Yes, this game's been working. The one I'm trying to get working is Willowbrook Post. And I've talked to their head developer person now 3 or 4 times. And they're working. They had not heard of my bug before, so they're working to fix some more stuff. But we are missing a number. I thought it was 6. Okay. 16. 14. 16. And 11. What do you mean, what did you miss? Bam, don't confuse me. All right. What is your name, sir? You have missed everything. Okay, so our clue is subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Okay, the yellow dart points are 2 and 7. The red dart's total are either 110 or, if we count this hole over here, 116. It's either 110 or 116, and we have to subtract from it 7 and 2. And then we have to have 4 digits. So, we have to figure that one out. I have not played darts. Well, I've played darts, but I haven't scored darts like that before. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, that was weird. What did you miss? I could type in chat, but couldn't hit enter for some reason. I closed the browser and reopened, and sorry, I was watching in the office, but drove home, made dinner, and now I'm back, and now you're in the same room when I was left work. Hi, Joker. Let me see if I can recap. We went to Bernard's, which is where we are now, and there is a locked room that we still can't get into. Right? All right, go pee, and then you're going to start. So we took the clue, and we went back to the inn, because the inn has the instructions on how to score the dart game. Then we ended up getting a key, I think, from downstairs here. We ended up going into using that key that had, we got it from the mansion, actually, the key that had that log cabin looking house on it. We went to the log cabin, looked around there, and we got 2 keys. One key was for the lockbox in the church that had Scott's stuff. The other one, I believe, opened the room upstairs. We got that key. We still have 1 key. That's from the mansion now. So we came back over here to see, once we figured out how to score darts, if we could open the desk. But he says it's the study, and that doesn't look like a study to me. That just looks like an office. Study room, locked desk hint. Is it his study room? We also have no freaking clue who Aunt Cecilia is. I have a feeling it has something to do with Sophia. And I'm wondering if Bernard was somehow related to Sophia. So that's why this is getting weird, and maybe he got revenge. I don't know. An AOL password. Okay, I haven't seen a computer yet in this game, but we have an AOL password. So then we went to the cabin, got some stuff there. We went to the church. We got some stuff there. We checked Father Matthew's bedroom, and it sounds like Father Matthew was having a relationship with Sophia before he went overseas to do mission work. He was gone for a year. He comes home to find out that Sophia has left town, and Sophia had, written him and said she had so much to tell him. Then we found out Sophia had an affair with Charles and had a baby out of it. So I was thinking at first maybe Father Matthew was the father. You are the father. Like we have to get, some blood tests. You are not the father. But now I think Charles is the daddy who had the baby with Sophia. Vivian found out. They were trying to get her to leave town. But then Andrew got hospitalized, so Scott got the full story from Andrew, that Andrew and Dr. Johnson and Vivian confronted Sophia, and it kind of got into like a little pushy-shovey match, and Sophia fell and broke her neck on the well. The only well I've seen is at the cabin, so I wonder if her body is actually thrown down the well. Because Andrew is the one who lives in that house with that weird gibberish scribbled on the wall that says she's coming for us. And I think he was a drug addict and alcoholic because of that. He was involved in that, and he took the baby to the orphanage. The baby's name was, air quotes, Vincent. I'm pretty damn sure that baby was Scott, and Andrew took Scott to the orphanage. And I think Andrew knows that Scott is a product of Sophia and Charles. I still don't have any idea who killed Vivian, but I have some weird feeling that Bernard might be related to Sophia. So that's what we've been doing while you were driving home from work. We've got some more information. We took some pictures of the story about, this is Andrew's story. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell, hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson found out she's dead. After that night, they vowed to never tell anybody. Vivian asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Before leaving, Andrew asked what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. Left the hospital. I couldn't help but pity Andrew. So the orphanage said Pastor Calvin brought the baby there. If it wasn't Calvin, if it was Andrew, or did Andrew give the baby to Pastor Calvin and Calvin changed the name? We don't know yet. We don't know. It's crazy. This game is crazy. I don't know what's going on. But guys, we're going to bounce for right now. Joker just went upstairs to start streaming, and I have a bunch of stuff I have to do before I head to work tomorrow. I'm exhausted too. I'm like, I have actually a scrap piece of paper on it from today, and it says Hunt Lodge. And I have the darts written down in their totals. And we have to figure out how to get into the photo lab and where Mrs. Patterson is that has this key, because there's not a damn person in this entire town. So now I'm throwing my hands up going, what is going on? So I don't know. But that's what we know so far. So guys, we will continue this. I will not be here tomorrow night. Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm having a tooth taken out. So if it's Thursday or Friday or Saturday, I won't be here. But I will try to be here otherwise. So until then, love all your faces. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dallor, for resubbing 10 months. You're a fucking crazy man. Cocaine, ragamuffins. You know it. But until then, guys, I'll see ya next time. And we'll continue our sleuthing skills, which really suck. But we're getting there. But until next time, I will see you then. Have a good night.